Create Art Podcast. Project National Poetry Writing Month 2022. Hello, friends. This is Timothy Chemo Bryan, your head instigator for Create Art Podcast, where I use my 20 plus years of experience in the arts and education to help you tame your inner critic and create more than you consume. This month is National Poetry Writing Month, and this is the third year in a row that I am going to be doing NaPoWriMo, as it's known. Now, what's this all about? Well, it's actually something that started up a long time ago, about 2003. And it was done by Maureen Thorson. She's a poet that was living in Washington, D.C., and it was inspired by National Novel Writing Month. And what she did is she posted her poems on her blog, and other people started, writing poems in April and hosting them on their own blog. Now, Maureen linked to them, and after a few years, there's so many people doing NaPoWriMo that Maureen decided to launch an independent website for the project. Now, as far as me, I've started writing poetry back in 1988 when I was exposed to T.S. Eliot in my honors English class in high school. Started reading poetry to the public in 1992 while I was in Abilene, Texas at Espresso Europa coffee shop. I put out my own books of poetry, starting way back in 2007 with Throwing Myself at the Ground and Missing. And then 2008, Postcards from Somebody You Don't Know. And then 2010, Wisdom from the Sack, where I did the National Poetry Writing Month. I did 60 poems in 30 days and put out a book for that. And then the latest one, 2017, Shaving Crop Circles in My Chest Hair. Again, that was a response to doing a Word of the Day challenge. Now, like I said, in 2009, I started participating in it, and I've been a huge proponent for it. This is my third year doing it on the show, so I hope you enjoy.
All right, so I know I've been quiet for a few days now. You may be able to hear it in my voice. I've been dealing with some sickness, and some other things have popped up, and that's what happens in life. So as I'm recording this, it is the 10th of April, but this is the April 7th poetry prompt. And for today, for April 7th poetry prompt, the challenge is to write a poem that argues against or somehow questions a proverb or saying. They say that all cats are black at midnight, but really? Surely some of them remain striped, and maybe there is an ill wind that blows some good. Perhaps the wind just has some mild dyspepsia. Whatever the phrase you pick, I hope that it'll be complicating its simplicity. So I took the whole thing of don't judge a book by its cover, and this one's called Judgment Book. When you look at me, you get what you see. Please feel free to judge this book by its cover, because I change for the occasion. I play the game you want me to play. I am just like every book in the store. I will catch your eye if you turn my way, and I will be what you expect. A wise lady once said, when people show you who they are, believe them. And I will believe you when I see who you really are. Feel free to judge me upon first viewing. I am giving you the layer that you want, but only the few will get to the deeper layers. No one gets the core. It's not for anyone to know.
I want to thank you for tuning into this special episode of Create Art Podcast, National Poetry Writing Month for 2022. I look forward to seeing the comments that you can put on the website and let me know what you think of the poetry. And I want to know if you're writing poetry. Drop me a few lines. Let me take a look at it. I'd be happy to help you self-publish your book or give you advice or good context that I personally have to get your poetry out there. Reach out to me, Timothy at createartpodcast.com, and let me help you tame your inner critic and create more than you consume. Let me know if you'd like to be on the show or talk about any of the topics that we do present for you here. Until next time, go out there and create art for somebody you love, yourself.